Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Build series. We are on episode 10, and I have a whole lot to show you guys today. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. So if we go down here really quick, I actually fixed one little thing that I did not know was wrong with this area, and that was the quartz right here on the furnace wasn't complete, so I went ahead and completed it. It might not look like it would be that hard to do, but trust me, whenever you have lava right there, and all the redstone is actually really compact behind all this mess with all the pistons and repeaters and torches inverting everything, so it was a pain. Thank you guys for all the support on the last episode. I will put a link in the description. I'll put a link above on the screen right now if you haven't seen it already, and if you have not seen the Minecraft with the Boyz series yet, I'll also put that up top. So to get things started off, I want to show you guys the project of the day, and that is going to be our sugarcane farm right here. So I'll show you guys how this works really quick. I think I got this idea from FedEx Gaming. He did one very similar to this. One thing that's very different is that he used rails going along the bottom with a minecart with a hopper, going back and forth and picking things up. I just use hoppers. That is because my world has just a lot of lag the way it is right now, because all the different redstone things I have going on. So I decided to use hoppers to kind of cut back on that a little bit, and it helps. But as you can see, this gets a lot of sugarcane. I've probably had it for a day or two now. How it works is it just works on the bud system. Every time a block updates, the pistons will push out, and all the sugarcane will fall into the hoppers, and it'll lead all right into this chest. And I just take the sugarcane out of the chest, and I just put it in these for storage. I'm probably gonna have some for like sugar and paper here soon, just so I can kind of expand on the storage system a little bit. Of course, there's water behind the dirt blocks right there, and the torches are for them to grow at night as well. And if I can kind of go in the back over here, I might be able to take a peek at some of the redstone going on back here. It probably didn't take me that long to build. It took about an hour, I believe, about an hour. Oh, see, it's all slabs. So we won't do that. But the redstone here it's really simple, guys. If you ever want to do this, FedEx Gaming, he did a really awesome tutorial on this, and I really recommend you do it. His is actually 6 tall, but I only needed 2 tall because right now it's just me, and there's not really a lot of uses for sugarcane besides like baking things, making books, and just for decoration, I guess. I can't really think of anything else that you would use it for. But that is the project of the day, is this, and it has been very useful. I needed the sugarcane to make books for my different rooms I've been making, my enchanting room, for some XP farms I've been working on, which I will show in the next episode or two. So this is the project of the day. And one other thing I did do is my vine farm. This is very simple. All I did was just put cobblestone on this wall right here, and just some stairs, so it kind of looks a little bit better. And it got some vines from the jungle over there. You can kind of see in the distance, and I just put them at the top. And as you can see, they grow down. And here's all my vines that I harvest from it, and I have shears in here whenever I'm ready to do it. And I just have extra cobblestone right here. The reason why I have extra cobblestone was there in the old Minecraft for 3.6, I believe, to make the mossy looking cobblestone, you would put vines on it, and after a while they would become mossy cobblestone. So that's why I made this wall at first, but then I quickly realized that just doesn't work anymore. So it's just for vines now. If I was to ever decorate or a house or something like that, I have vines. It's not a really useful farm, but I can say I have it. If anybody comes to my world and needs vines, I got a vine farm. Let's see what else we're gonna do really quick. We'll go over here and head to the little battle house. That's kind of what I've been calling it, and we'll check out that. I finally got that automated, and work has been coming along on the farms. I'll hopefully have that complete next episode, or probably episode 12. I think we're on episode 10 right now, and originally I wanted the ancient Greece to be unveiled this episode, but that just didn't happen. We've been working on a lot of other things, and I'll show this little place right here really soon. And it's actually really way cooler than it looks. There's some stuff underneath it that I'm going to show you guys. But the path did end right there, that turn right there, but I extended all this out because we're kind of starting to expand on our world a little bit, and I'm going to make a sheep farm here really deep on it. There's our little villager farmhouse, I guess you can call it, our villager breeding house. I'm probably gonna put the sheep farm right here, and I found a that little torch right there. That's actually a zombie XP farm. I found a spawner right below that where that torch is at, so I'm gonna put one right there eventually. And if we come on here to the battle house, I've been calling it, I will show you guys how I made it automated. I'm not gonna have a path going out to the battle house because that kind of defeats the purpose of it. I wanted it away from all the redstone stuff, and if I start running a fancy path out there with redstone torches, redstone lamps, that kind of defeats the purpose of it. So I'm probably just gonna have like a little gravel path leading off. One thing that I am wanting to do though, and I've seen Line Maker Studios do this, is whenever he opened up his world to the public, he made a community designated area in his world, which is like he had the path from his house, like mine right there, leading off, and then he had like these lots, I guess you can call, like 30 by 30 little areas that the new people can come in, make their house, and then they can start contributing to the world. But it was kind of away from everything, which I would want to do anyway because all the lag right there, I don't want it to lag up any worse than it already is. So that's something I'm probably going to start doing here really soon. Hopefully episode 15 or 20 I might actually start doing that, so everybody can start getting in on the world and helping out and just start growing this as a community, and everybody can take part in building things and all the cool adventure maps I'm wanting to build, which I'll get into that in just a second. But nothing's changed on the exterior. It's still the really ugly looking, just like our first house, really ugly looking house. So don't monster loot here. This actually works. I don't have anything on me right now, but you would dump your monster loot here after battling all night, and what you do is come down here, and it is automatically sorted into every chest. You can see the hoppers right there behind the chest, so everything is automatically sorted down here. And if we go behind in this maintenance room, I can kind of show you the redstone work. I always, in every single one of my redstone builds, I always have a maintenance door just in case something does happen, or if there's some bugs I need to work out, I can easily get to all the redstone. So if we come around to this side where the chest is actually at, I'll show you how this works a little bit. So the chest is right there where I'm hitting, but you can't see my hand. So it's right there, and all it does, you put the stuff in the chest, the hoppers flow all the way right here. It's the same exact sorting system I use in my storage farm, and same with the iron farm. Same exact layout, but everything, as you can see, like in this chest, this is the one for the white wool, and only white wool can come in here because that's all that's in these slots and nothing else can go in. And it's the same all the way around. I believe there's 12, yeah, there's 12 spots for it. And one problem I did run into is the bows. Bows are not stackable. I completely forgot about that. So I did have bows at the very beginning right here, but I was finding out is whenever I was trying to program the hoppers for it, the bows would fall straight through the hoppers into the chest, so everything was just falling into this one chest right here. So I had to put the bows at the very end, so that's the last thing that is there. So when all the bows go in all of these other ones and fall into this last one by default, because there's nothing in this hopper right here to stop anything. So with that being said, if I was to drop, like let's say this quartz I have on me, which we'll go ahead and do that, it'll show you guys like what I mean. So if we just drop this in there, it should all pop into this chest, and it's probably going to take it just a second because it usually does. So if we go back here, you can see that there's no torch right here, because if we did, it would just lock the hopper. So I just took the torch out, so now it just all flows freely into there, and there should be quartz in here. Yep. See, so anything that I dump in here that does not belong is automatically going to flow into that chest, which can be good and bad. I'm having problems with that on my storage system as well right now. There's a lot of items in the game that do not stack, so that's something I'm having a little issue with. But last thing I wanted to show you guys was the rail system I made to the ancient Greece location. So we're going to go out there really quick and I'll show you just how far away it is, and you can see why it's been taking so long. Whenever we get there, it's a really nice location, and my whole plan for it is whenever we do go to there, I'm going to have a little stream or like a waterfall walk through, and what that's going to do is quote unquote purify us. And whenever that happens, we are going to log out really quick, change texture packs to the Greek mythology texture pack, and then log back in, and then that's just going to give a better effect of like we're in a different world now. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. So I'm actually probably going to do that on our way over here. I'll do it whenever we get there, because everything here looks really horrible because I have not designed everything to that texture pack. So let's go over here really quick and you'll see just how long this thing is. We're passing a couple projects right now that I don't want to show you guys yet, but we will probably next episode. So one thing that is going to be different, we have Funland, Ancient Greece, Man Cave, Nether Portal, which that's going to be our first house, where our first house is at, over there by the swamp, the desert, the Hunger Games arena, and our house, which is that thing right there between the towers. One thing that is going to come out is the Man Cave. I'm not going to have that a destination you can just travel to by minecart from this location. What I'm actually going to change this to is a Harry Potter adventure map. I've been seeing a whole bunch of videos on people making these adventure maps, and one that I really liked was the Harry Potter one, that Stampy Longnose or Stampy Longhead, whatever you want to call him, toured actually. And I've actually kind of begun on that, and I know what you're saying, you know, why aren't you working on Ancient Greece? I'm still working on it. I've been getting a whole bunch of materials together, because all the texture pack's different, so certain items look better in Ancient Greece than they do in our industrial area. So I'm kind of switching it up, and I have to really farm, and as you can see, it's a really long ways away. So I'm kind of trying to get all my stuff together, then go there instead of making 1,000 trips, because the distance is insane. I think I have a map on me. I actually don't. It probably took me 2 to 3 hours to do this, and I probably should fast forward this, but I just want you guys to see how long this is. And one thing I never for some reason was the powered rails. You can actually put detector rails in front of them, and whenever you hit the detector rail, the power rail will actually light up and get powered. So that's something I'm going to do. It's a lot quicker than what I've been doing, because I've been laying down powered rail, dig into the wall next to it, put a torch down 1 block below, fill it back in, and move on. And that's really time consuming, and that's kind of why we're going so slow. And this is just to go east. I wish I had my map on me, but we're going east off the map in that direction, and then we turn north right here. So it's kind of the northeast corner of the map. I'm trying not to travel south at all on my map, because the reason I'm doing that is because if they were to introduce biomes into this game, Minecraft is made to where whenever you travel, the blocks are generated right then. So if I don't access those maps or those chunks down there in the south, I'm hoping that whenever I go down there and the update comes out, that it will load into new biomes, hopefully. So I'll be able to have those, like the dark oak and all the mesa biomes, stuff like that. But as you can see, we're passing some really cool features, like the mine shaft that was over there just a second ago. But I believe we're almost here. This looks like the end. Yep, it is. So we are here really quick, and right here I'm going to have like the waterfall thing. So I think I'm going to go ahead and switch the texture packs now. Alright, so just like that is how we're going to be transitioning from different world to different world. I'm probably, like I said, going to have a waterfall, so now I walk through the waterfall, I come back up and it's different. But as you can see, everything is very different now since we changed. But this is where I'm going to be building the ancient Greek world is right here. I'm going to be doing like a Mount Olympus thing, but my first project's going to be the Parthenon. And I haven't really told you guys a lot about it yet, but I guess I can go ahead and do it. But whenever you come out, I'm going to have like a little walkway right here, and I'm going to go through a waterfall. That's where I'm going to change the texture pack at. And then you're going to walk over here, and this is where the Parthenon's going to be at. Big flat area. So you go into the Parthenon, you walk through it, there's going to be a statue of Steve, hopefully. And instead of Athena, there's going to be a statue of Steve. And then whenever you come out the back, I'm going to have a place called the Fields of Elysia, and Stampy did something very similar to this, but he called it his love garden. And so what I'm going to do is, for all my subscribers, everybody that comments nice things and things like that, I'm going to put their sign in here just to appreciate them, and you know, that they're showing the support towards the channel. So that's my main plan for this area. Whenever I'm going to have the Parthenon finished, I'm going to have that part finished, and hopefully I'll have another area so people can stay at, like an apartment kind of, because on every area, whenever I have my subscribers come and help out and just hang out, I want an area in each different location where they can actually stay and sleep. Like, say they want to work in this area and they don't want to be in the industrial area at all, then they'll come here, they have a place to stay, a bed to stay in. So it'll kind of work out that way. Let's try to get back in here and head back to the world really quick. I believe that's all I have to show you guys. If there's anything else you want to see, please let me know if there's anything else you want to build. But as you can see, the texture is way different. The walls, that's just regular stone, but it looks a lot like marble, like it did on the classical packs. So it looks a lot different. That's what we're going to be using for the Parthenon. But that's all for I have you guys. Next episode, we're going to be going over the progress we've been doing on the house, the new rail I have going to the house, the dropping system I have going to the mine, and also the rail duplicator, which is right by the mine cart station. And then the following episode, that's where I'm going to start showing off the XP farms and things like that. So that's all I have for you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please go subscribe to me on my YouTube channel and add me to your circles on Google+. That's where I'll be sending out all my invites for people to join my world and things like that. So thank you guys for watching so much, and as always guys, happy crafting.